This is the Neoliberal Round podcast. The reflection is called Hollow Justice in Holy Week, a prophetic reflection on power and hypocrisy in a globalized world, or a neoliberal globalized world. Holy Week reflection. 1. Isn't it ironic, duplicitous, and Pharisaical that our president, Mr. Donald Trump, expects compliance with executive orders? Let me say that again. Isn't it ironic, duplicitous, and Pharisaical that our president, Mr. Donald Trump, expects obedience or compliance with executive orders? Yet POTUS, President of the US, struggles to comply with court rulings and our Constitution. 2. We can arrange prisoner swaps like Kseniya Karelina from Russia, but we can't bring back Kilmar Abrego Garcia from El Salvador. Let me say that again. We can arrange prisoner swaps like Kseniya Karelina from Russia, but we can't bring back Kilmar Abrego Garcia from El Salvador. Some Americans don't even know where El Salvador is. One of my friends thought it was one of them African countries close to where the Hutsis were, or in the Middle East or something. I said no, it's in America. It's in America. It's in America. It's an American country, El Salvador, in the south there. They speak Spanish. The third point is, Trump is not a Jew, but he moves like the Pharisees did in the New Testament. Let me say that again. Trump is not a Jew, but he moves like the Pharisees did in the New Testament. And Jesus said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites." He condemned their hypocrisy. Jesus, the Pharisees. He condemned their hypocrisy, legalism, and failure to uphold justice, mercy, and faithfulness. And that's exactly what we're witnessing in this neoliberal age. These thoughts are the foundation of my upcoming book with Martin Oppenheimer, entitled Neoliberal Globalization Reconsidered: Unfair Competition and the Death of Nations. I will continue to share these short reflections until Sunday. I'm Renaldo McKenzie of the Neoliberal Round podcast and YouTube channel, president of the Neoliberal Corporation. The Neoliberal Corporation celebrates 4 years in July. I believe April of this year. We are celebrating a lot this year. Between April and May and June, the 4 year anniversary of our first published book, the 4 year anniversary of the podcast in July, coming up in July. But in May we have the anniversary coming up of the company, and we will be publishing the book between now and May, marking the 4 year anniversary of the first book we published, entitled Neoliberalism. Book 1, Book 2, entitled Neoliberal Globalization Reconsidered: Unfair Competition and the Death of Nations. That will be coming out shortly, and we have adjusted the title. It's no longer neo-capitalism. It's no longer Neo-Capitalism and the Death of Nations. I would have loved to play upon Adam Smith's title, but I changed it to Unfair Competition and the Death of Nations, because unfair competition is in all systems, not just in capitalism. Renaldo McKenzie, what good? This makes absolutely no sense. The Trump administration is paying El Salvador $6 million to hold Garcia there, an American, a resident of this country who's been living here for 15 years, who's married to a citizen of this country, who has a child here, who was working and paying taxes. And now he's okay, I know he's no, and now guess what? He's not here, he's there, but yet still we hear that Trump is about promoting DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, that is tasked with promoting efficiency and cutting waste, but yet still they send this man clear to El Salvador and now paying them $6 million. And now we are going to have to take care of his wife and his daughter, okay? The American and taxpayer dollars. And okay, he was fine. Come on now, man. This is ridiculous.